Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. And, wow, we really enjoyed talking to Jackie Smith, NFL Hall of Fame tight end. And Michael Alston is coming up right now as Mustang Survival. It's the brand of the Safariland Group Marketing and Communication Specialist, and Ron has had a chance to meet Michael.
Yes, I have, and I got to tell you, what a great follow-up after talking to Jackie Smith and those Hobie boats and kayaks and everything else, because, I have to tell you, Mustang Survival is they are actually innovators in the PFD world. For all kinds of different things. And, we talked about the Hobie boats and the kayaks and the things that they have. Well, Mustang Survival's also come out with a new life vest, a PFD that's the 28K Elite for the kayak. But anyway, we've got a guy that I had met at the Forestwood Cup, I believe it was, with Mustang Survival, Michael Alston. Good morning, Michael. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, guys. How are you doing?
Doing real well. Listen, first of all, it was great to see all the products that Mustang Survival has, and you guys have come out with a nice line of PFDs, which is personal flotation devices. If you haven't heard of that acronym, but the elite inflatable bass competition. Vest is one heck of a vest, and I've had the opportunity to wear mine now, and of course with winter coming up, I'll wear it the whole time I'm out in the water. It's so comfortable. How did you guys come up with that particular design, Michael?
Great question, Ron. After years and years of working in PFD design and working for the elite users like the military and Coast Guard and a lot of other really serious mariners. We looked at the need to make a PFD that was going to work with you and was going to be less cumbersome and really, at the end of the day, we want to enhance people's experience on the water. So that was the start of the thinking behind the Elite platform. So it went through a couple of years of design. We did wind tunnel testing to look at reducing drag on the body at high speeds and mobility tests and really put a lot of research into designing a product. It's something that we do for all of our products. And we came up with the Elite platform, which launched earlier this year, Ron, which you have one of the best. And then that's been so successful that we've taken that further this year. And when in spring 2016 we'll be launching the 28K that you mentioned, which is really a really versatile PFD with capability to attach pockets and so forth onto a MOLLE system. And a further vest, the Elite 38, which is more targeted towards offshore with its extra buoyancy and so forth. So really, it's about that science and innovation.
And you guys are also coming out with another new item, traction gloves.
Yeah, I like that. I like traction.
That's right.
Yeah.
Talk to us about traction gloves.
Sorry. Yeah, the traction glove, we really are excited to be expanding our fishing range with the introduction of the two new Elites. But then the next obvious thing was to look at, our experience in personal protection, again, for those, elite users, and coming up with a glove that would really add to the fishing experience. And, we designed two different traction gloves, a full finger and with a conductive tip and a fingerless glove. And again, through testing and application of our technologies, we've been able to show that the fingerless glove actually has an improvement in your dexterity when you're wearing the glove, and also a great improvement on torque. So it's a critical piece of protective gear for the fishermen, and we're happy to bring those gloves to market in spring 2016.
Well, let me tell you, Ron, we all want that personal flotation device. We need that right now, and I know that a lot of fast water fishing, whatever it might be, but when I got to the gloves and I got to the hat, you're getting close to my heart now, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when I saw that, because I do a lot of fishing, trout fishing in the wintertime,
Right.
On the White River here in Arkansas or the Little Red or whatever, and it gets cold. The water stays the same temperature, but I like that hat with that flat brim, that hat, and also those gloves. You hit home with that. And
You bet.
That's right.
And when I saw that, and I said, okay, Ron, you can have the life jacket. I want the gloves. Okay,
Well, I have to tell you though, Michael. And Larry's so right. But if we look at the population, the aging population of those in the outdoors, whether they're duck hunting, whether they're fishing.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting there, Bill.
Bill Cooksey is getting there. He's just listening to this, Michael.
But I have to tell you, I encourage everybody when they're on the water just to wear their PFD all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And, there at Mustang Survival, one of the things you guys have done, you have a lot of different PFDs there that you can wear all day without ever getting in the way. They're fairly light and everything else. But I encourage everybody, to wear it. Now, for sure, if the outboard engine on any boat is running, you need to have that PFD on. And, Michael, I'm sure that one of the things you guys look at as you design these PFDs is for somebody to be able to wear it the whole time that they're on the water and needing to have a PFD on, don't they?
Mm.
Definitely, that's a big consideration when we're looking at how to improve the comfort of a PFD. And I'll tell you a funny story that one of our pro anglers, Dave Mercer, told us when he tested the Elite last year. And he was out all day fishing in a tournament and came back and got into his truck and drove home and didn't realize till about a mile down the road that he was still wearing his PFD.
All right.
That was a true, result for us, because if people feel comfortable, they're more likely to wear their PFD and they're going to stay safe on the water.
Yeah, and you can go out to YouTube. I believe there's a YouTube video out there of Dave Mercer where he jumped in the water with one of the Mustang Survival PFDs and how it inflated and pulled him right to the top.
Well, I think
he did that on a show
Yeah.
also, and then
Yeah.
I think they went and YouTubed that. So
You brought
good
up
stuff.
waterfowl earlier,
Yeah.
and we're about to hit a point in our part of the country where more guys are going to be out in boats hunting ducks than out in boats fishing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't realize that all summer long you're throwing on a life jacket and going out in your boat.
Right.
And the first time you get out there in your heavy winter gear and it's dark and you're trying to put on a big bulky life jacket and you're running a Q-beam and you're pull starting a boat. I've had more than once my life jacket's just been tossed in the bottom of the boat because I could not get into it in the dark and I didn't have time to mess with it. All of a sudden, these inflatables came out, these Mustang vests, and it changed everything. You can put these on over those big, bulky clothes that we wear duck hunting with your waders and your parka and all, and you don't even know it's there.
Yeah.
It's a whole different world. So if you haven't tried them and you're a waterfowl hunter, this needs to go in your boat.
Well,
Now, Michael, in all of the products that you guys have, and Bill's talking about the hunters in this time of the year, are there inflatable color are there camo colors in some of the inflatables that you all have?
Indeed, there are. We also have a line called the MIT range, which is really perfect for that use, and it comes in a camel print. Mm-hmm. So there's definitely that option for those hunters. Yeah.
You guys are also, before we let you go, Michael, appreciate you taking time on this Saturday morning. You guys are into the what I really like, and I saw you went to an annual surface water rescue conference. You guys are in the rescue business too, and we've had some really tragedies with flash floods out in the West with things along this line, and I've seen videos, and I guarantee that was a Mustang survival vest they were putting on those people in that swift water. And you guys are big in that too, whether it's with the fire department or the rescue people too, aren't you?
You bet. Our public safety business is something that we're incredibly proud of, and we work with the leading industry educational bodies like the IAWRP for swiftwater rescue.
Yes.
We outfit those guys with the best gear, and that's where we're able to put a lot of effort and energy into researching the right thing for those users, that then trickles down to the market for fishing and everything else.
Well, I know they got the rescue swimmer vest, the high visibility dry suits, the thermal based layers and headwear. It's just a remarkable company, folks. You can go to mustangsurvival.com, click on it, join their Facebook page and everything. These guys are in the rescue business. They're out there to make it safe for all of us, especially us old timers.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, as Bill will talk about that. But, Michael, again, thank you for being with us on Outdoors with Larry Ray. And we're going to stay in touch. And anytime we can help you, I know Ron is hooked up with you. And when I saw them gloves, I'm going to hook up with you, too. So
okay.
We'll stay in touch. And thanks for being with us, okay?
Well, thanks for having me, and enjoy your time on the water, guys.
We will, and
Thank you.
safe time. Thank you, Michael.
You
All
bet.
Right.
All right, take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Michael Austin, Mustang Survival communications specialist, and Ron had hooked up with him. And
I
like
gotta
say,
tell you,
I was out west on my trip,
and
those flash floods hit out there, and those people better be prepared. I've just been amazed at El Nino's coming this year.
That's right.
I think it is. I think you're absolutely right. And I even now carry a inflatable PFD in my truck all the time.
Yeah. You don't ever know what's
you don't ever know.
Yeah.
When you're going to have to use it.
Yeah. Well, these guys are pretty cool, and I appreciate Ron setting us up with Michael Austin there. But go to mustangsurvival.com and Bill bringing up about the duck hunters. It won't be long.
No, it won't.
It won't be long, and that's one of the things I can
Bill,
remember.
You sure are right about
we
what
have
you
lost
said.
some duck hunters
We've
trying
lost.
to go across that Mississippi River, buddy.
Mississippi River, Tennessee River, and even
Yes.
these smaller river bottoms. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been in some tight spots where it's just grace of God that I'm here now.
It is exactly right. All right, let's take a break. Coming right back. Greg Ratliff pushing all the buttons on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.